It's Coach. Hope you're doing well. Just finished a meeting with my buddy, good friend from high school, Jordan Yoakum. He works from Tom James, does custom tailored suits. So went in, snagged me a couple new suits at his trunk show. Pretty jacked about that. But I wanted to tell you in this video real quick a little something about money that most people don't understand. Got a bad glare. There we go. Most people don't understand that money is very easily, it's very easy to come by. And pull up here in the shade. I'm just sitting out here in my truck about to head over to the office, start the day. If you guys don't know me, I'm Coach Carroll. I am a serial entrepreneur, much like you probably. And over the past, there we go. Lighting is bad today. Over the past, I don't know, 10 years, 11, 12 years, I've built businesses. That's just what I've done. No outside money. I've leveraged debt, and most recently I've created Sales Excellence University, which is an online training platform for entrepreneurs, and I think it's the #1 training platform for entrepreneurs, millennial entrepreneurs in specific. But a lot of times, as millennials, like, we think that maybe because we didn't come from money or that we don't have money right now, we can't wrap our head around the idea that it's just a matter of going and getting it, like you go and get it from a bank. I had a guy DM me today on Facebook, and he's a hard money lender from out in California. And so I thought it'd be cool to make a little video, tell you guys exactly what hard money lending is. I'm sorry, this lighting is jacked up, man. Let me scoop a seat back. There we go, even better. Anything for my peeps. So yeah, so hard money is basically one step removed from bankers. So bankers will lend you money, right? They're like, it's FDIC insured. A lot of times they sell their loans back to the government. But a lot of times hard money is private money. So it's private lenders, and they're going to give you not as attractive terms in hard money as they would if you went to a bank, right? So like bank notes right now are around 5%. Dependent when I'm recording this video. Who knows, you know, it's gonna be cool to come back and watch this video in 6-7 years and they'll be at like 7, 8, 9. So hard money will be a higher interest rate. So instead of 5%, maybe you pay 7, maybe pay 8, maybe pay 9. I know some guys out there that do hard money for like 11 and 12%. And so what happens is, in that investor quadrant, if you guys haven't looked that up, Robert Kiyosaki teaches it: the employee, the self-employed, the business owner, and then the investor. When you get to the level of being an investor only, then you let your money work for you. And so that's what these hard money guys are. And a lot of times in real estate deals, you know, they're going to ask you to have 20% down as a down payment. Here's what happens. If you don't have the 20% down, you can't, you know, don't let that keep you from doing a real estate deal. You literally can go approach these people and say, hey, how about you be my hard money loan for 20% down? So out of a full deal, 80% is going to get funded by the bank at maybe 5% on 30 years, 20 years, somewhere in there. But you need that other 20% you got to bring to the closing table. You can get that money from a hard money lender. And so now you'll have 20% is going to also be a loan at maybe 8 to 11%, somewhere in there, on a variable term, somewhere between 1 to 5 to 10 years maybe. So you can play this together, and then now you control the asset, which is really what's important in this game of life and in business, because you don't own anything really. Nothing. You're just going to be in control of it by legal binding documents. That's basically how the world works, right? Like, I don't own this Tacoma. A legal binding lease document says, well, DJ, you get to possess it and use it, right? Same thing with, you know, I rent my apartment, but even the houses that I own, the government says, well, DJ, you might own that house, but you're going to have to pay taxes every year on it for what it's worth. And the dirt, we just let you have a deed that says you have possession of that dirt, but technically the government still owns it, so you're gonna have to pay tax on that as well. So the whole mindset that people try to get in to say, I'm gonna buy a nice house, I'm gonna buy a nice car, like, you're never gonna own it because you're always gonna have to pay taxes, right? So technically the government is charging you for that. That's why I get pissed off a lot of times. I was running into some bureaucratic bullshit yesterday at the DMV, but the money you can use that money, hard money and bank money, to go buy real estate and leverage assets. You can also use investors' money, right? Give them some equity share in the deal. Equity share means that they own a piece of the deal, right? So they put up 10% of the 20% down payment, maybe they own 10% of the deal. So there's a lot of different ways to structure real estate, and I'm telling you this because that was my challenge, right? Like, I knew I needed to get in real estate. I bought my first house at like 21 years old. I bought my second house when I was 25, and the single family stuff was cool, and I had flipped a couple houses, but I said, look, if I'm going to get into some long-term wealth, I've got to be able to get out there and buy some multifamily. And so, I linked up with some investors. We leveraged from the bank, and, right now I own 74 units. So, trying to push that continually, that's why I'm talking to this guy in my DMs on Facebook, is, trying to figure out where's that next deal going to come from, and how's it going to get funded. Because listen, there's hundreds of deals. There is no shortage in this world of deals. I promise you that. You may be at a point in your life right now where, because of monetary restraints, or maybe you got shit going on with your family, or maybe some health issues, you can't, your eyes are underwater, so you can't see. But I'm telling you, you'll get to a point, if you keep swimming, you'll raise above it, and your line of sight will completely change. And it's almost like deals just come to you. I was watching a video the other day from Valuetainment, Patrick Bet-Davis. I don't know if you guys subscribe to his channel. Go check him out. I'll put a link down in the description. But he was interviewing a mob boss, and the mob boss was like, listen, we didn't really go out and try to find deals. You become a boss, and the deals kind of come to you. And so, if you can get to that level, the opportunities will just provide, they'll just open up for you. The trick is, how are we going to fund it? So hopefully that gives you a little more insight on hard money and bank. Let me know, if you'd like more videos talking about financing, and how you guys, different ways that you can play with money. I've done a lot of different things. I've done owner financing. I've done it's been crazy. I've done lease backs. I've done all kinds of stuff because I was broke when I started. Maybe you're in the spot right now where you don't have a lot of money, or maybe you got a little bit of money saved up, but you're not really sure what to do with it. I've been there before. So just hopefully giving you some more information that you can tread the water a little carefully. But I'm headed to the office now. Like I said, trunk show today. Pretty jacked about these 2 new suits I got, man. They're gonna be sick, dog. All right, I gotta go. I gotta get to the office, meeting with my ladies, and then out and about, man, on the grind. It's a Wednesday. Hope you're doing good. Until next time, here's to your success.